Okay, so what's, should we ask Paxo where to get the part and what we need to do to get it?
Okay. Well, Boxo starts to talk, and Vril takes it away from him. Okay? But he had to clear the translation first. What Paxo managed to sneak in was there's an XSI research facility not far from here, Cabo. Vril takes it from him and says it's just labs and stuff. It's not heavily guarded. But they have a captured ship. We've seen it.
Okay.
I'm ready.
Okay, well we should maybe ask them for as many details as possible.
Okay.
They seem to have surveillance equipment.
They argue back and forth and keep taking the box from each other. Paxo points out, we're acting in their surveillance cameras, man. We have been for years. And he points out they've got a captured ship. Vril, when he manages to get it away, says, now, there's no saying that it's an alien ship. It's probably just top secret military. But if you guys were to ask for the details, Vril would tell you that they have spent a whole lot of nights watching the security cameras. They've got to be within range of this facility. They've been watching for years. In the bus, we got a small refridge, Flash Popkins, and every String of Pearls album ever put out on the streamer. We just hang out and watch all night. We've figured out the layout of most of the building. And yes, they make it clear that they know a way in, but they've never considered it worth the risk. Vril says their security system isn't very good. I can turn off every surveillance camera all at once, he says. In fact, I can unlock every door in the entire facility all at once, but neither of those capabilities is useful for a stealthy infiltration. But they know a way in that would probably work. And Paxo says, yeah, we know a way in, but you're not going to like that either, Cabo.
I'm gonna ask them how does it work? What is gonna happen?
Well, you have to go into the garbage chute, Cabo. You gotta ride in the back of a garbage truck to get there with the garbage. And then you go up a garbage chute. Now, Vril takes it away, and he says it's really not that tough. We drive you to a certain tree by the road that goes to the complex. You climb the tree, wait for the truck, and jump in. The truck will be the truck will be picking up a dumpster from the facility, but you jump out before it picks it up. You go up the trash chute, through the mechanicals room, then a corridor, an office, crawl into the air duct, come out in another office, then 2 corridors to the double doors, and you're there.
Alright.
I'm gonna ask.
Can
I'm
they
gonna ask
draw
them
detailed plans of the building?
and I'm gonna ask them also. Is there like any guards with guns there?
There are. I lost the. Okay, there's 3 floors and 1 sub-level floor. Each floor has a security office. At night, each security office has 1 guard with a pistol, except on the ground floor they have 2. 1 at the main entrance desk and 1 patrolling. Now, as far as detailed maps, he says that since you guys have comms, one of you would stay outside and one of you goes in. They monitor you on the surveillance cameras and walk you through each step of the way, keeping an eye out for guards, when to open the door, when not to open the door. From the bus, they can do some hacking for the doors and stuff like that. Vril says that we can provide a handheld door hacker and some stun beads. Someone in the bus can freeze cameras for a few seconds when you have to use a corridor. The path is foolproof. All it takes is some skill and some luck, and there's really not much that can go wrong.
Okay, so do they only suggest one person going in?
Well, considering you're going to have to go through trash chutes and air ducts and all like that, but this is written completely open-ended. Whoever wants to go, if you guys can all agree on it, we have an infiltration adventure.
So
I feel
I
like
think
I
one
should
stance. So what should probably happen is, someone should stay with Poxo and Brill to like tell them what's gonna go on, and then if you wanted to do that,
Yeah.
and then I guess I would have to go with you to try to do it just in case something goes wrong and I have to blast some people up.
Because probably I'll be best equipped to determine if the part will work.
And then.
But it might be nice to have Hera for hacking. I don't know if we need to do any hacking while we're there, or how realistic it will be to hack things if we can't read anything. So maybe.
He said he could send you with a handheld door hacking device and stun beads.
Yeah, then I think Hera should go.
So
also.
then us three, and then you stay there.
What are the stun beads?
It pulls out it looks like a knee pad, one of those stretchy ones that you put on, but it goes on your arm here. And it's got little elastic pockets on it. And you can see that some of them have a little ball inside, and it looks like you could easily just get one of these balls out. He tells you it's a squarish array of about 20 pockets, but he tells you there's only 9 beads left. And he takes one out and shows it to you. It's like a little white marble. And it activates when it hits a hard surface. He explains that it is not the impact, it is the fine point of pressure. So if you throw it on dirt, it probably wouldn't work. If you throw it on carpet, it probably wouldn't work. It has to be on an actual hard surface. And that it doesn't take much pressure. He would point out if it's a carpeted floor, aim for a wall or an object. It sends out a 20-foot spherical shockwave. And anyone in the strike zone of that shockwave is dazed to the point of being incapacitated for 30 to 60 minutes. Depends on the person. Most people, but not all, are rendered unconscious within seconds. At this, Poxo grins and says, "Boy, tell me about it." A second exposure to using one of these on a stunned person would probably kill that person. Okay. And he's got 9 of these stun beads.
Okay. Do you throw it?
Yeah, I mean, as long as but he points out it doesn't take much pressure. Just a little underhanded toss onto a tiled floor or something like that. Just make sure you're not within 20 feet of it.
Okay.
We'll get knocked out.
I like
I'll
the
take
idea
those.
of the 3 of us going.
They all think you're crazy for all of you trying to go, by the way.
They think only one should go?
They didn't mention that. It's just, they definitely
just
feel like
crazy.
3 is going to be way too many.
So maybe it should just be Hera and I.
So let's cover a little footage. You guys would all pile into the bus.
We need to get clothes from them. Some dark clothing.
We could just wear our jumpsuits.
You are going to go at night, by the way. So,
I'm gonna be in my
wearing
hippie
a
suit.
skirt. I'm not gonna do this infiltration in a skirt.
right, and the only clothes they own, let's say that you find that Vril owns like 4 of the same outfit, and all Poxo owns is more hippie stuff, so yeah, you might want to...
They don't have any long johns.
I think we should go in our jumpsuits.
Yeah, I think the jumpsuits is the easy answer. As far as long johns,
Well, then they would kind of think you're some kind of ninja or something.
If they see us, it's bad
fear
regardless. It's not like if we're gonna let these guys go based on their clothing.
Yeah, 'cause like if they're hippies, they're just gonna think you're some crazy guy just looking around.
Sure, somebody's got a pair of long johns.
Are they black?
No,
Oh,
they're white.
oh.
Yeah,
Alright, then I'll wear the jumpsuit.
okay. Is everybody putting their jumpsuit on?
Nope, I want my hippie clothes on.
Okay, you want your hippie clothes?
Yeah.
Okay, you're gonna, okay. Alright, so you two in your jumpsuits, you two are in your hippie clothes. So everybody piles into the bus. We'll say that you go to the drive-through and get some breakfast popkins and some hodge. You go to the ship. Vril no longer looks as skeptical once he walks around the ship a bit. Hira is wearing her jumpsuit. What else are you taking with you?
Pistol.
I'm gonna take a rifle too, but
One at a time. Pistol. Do you want to carry the hacking device? Okay, hacking device.
That's it.
Bardak, what you taking with you? You're in your jumpsuit.
I'm gonna take a pistol. I guess I'll wear the thing,
Oh, the
Beads.
stun beads.
and then
Stun beans.
do I have a tool belt that I can just load
Yes.
up with anything I think that might be necessary?
Tool bag. We are one way or another going to have to just, well, we needed a day to pass, but if we don't get moving, we won't have much time. So I guess we're just going to have to say that the day has passed. Let's say you guys went to wherever it was they eat, and you all sit around and eat Festin Popkins. And then they are going to drive the bus with all of you out to the place where the XSI research facility is.
oh, I have a question. Is there like cameras that they could have so like they know where they are visually?
There are surveillance cameras all inside the facility, and out in the bus they are going to be watching everybody's every move. You'll be able to watch what they are doing on those cameras, okay? And then yes, somebody at the controls is going to be able to freeze the camera, but it's for just like 10 or 15 seconds. So like, all right, you got to cross that corridor. The guy at the security desk at front is going to see you if he's looking at that screen. So I'm going to freeze the camera. You're going to run for it. And then eventually the camera will unfreeze itself. Obviously that ain't 100% foolproof. They might see that the time counter has stopped and try to reset it or something. There will be many steps to this operation. Every one of them is going to be a roll. Every one of them has a chance to fail. Now, if you fail,
That gives me a lot of chances to go in.
maybe, but it'll usually be things like you got through the air vent into the office, but now you can't get the air vent back on. Sooner or later, somebody will walk into this office and see it. Sooner or later, an alarm could sound. So it's all about covering your tracks as best as possible, and those are typically the ways that the rolls are going to fail. So, we are going to bio break here, and when we get back from the bio break, we are going to do the infiltration.
Ooh.